April's Fools. I wake up from a nightmare and I realize that it's 9:30 in the evening. I have slept all day, but that's not the worst. I was supposed to travel back to my homeland with my girlfriend and the whole group on the morning flight. Where am I? Did everyone leave? They forget about me and my suitcase, I shout to myself. Last night, I put my luggage with the others next to the reception so that it would be faster to board the bus for the airport in the morning. I rushed downstairs to find the night guard and an empty hotel lobby. No people, no suitcases. "Good evening, sir," he says to me in English. "What can I do for you?" He is being kind. "Well, I hesitate. It looks like you may be able to help me with many things. I'm not sure. I seem to have slept all day. Now I'm trying to figure out what happened. My wife, my group, my stuff." Yes, sir." He's looking at his screen. "It says here that we were asked not to disturb you." When did I ask that? I am wondering as I crawl back to my room. Why did I? I have to call someone to explain. "Hello, dear, it's me," I say into my cell phone as she answers. "Hello, Peđja. What happened to you? Where did you get lost? We were looking for you all morning, and then we had to go to the airport." "I have no idea, darling," I mumble. "I woke up a little while ago and realized that the whole day had passed. I'm looking around the room, realizing that none of my things are here. Did you pack everything? What about my suitcase? Do you know?" I ask, and I'm afraid of the inevitable answer. Coming through my hotel room window, I am surprised by Muezzin's call to Salat ul Maghrib. "I don't know," Mila says. "They unloaded it from the bus at the airport, but I don't know what happened after that. Maybe the police took it or destroyed it." I'm thinking as I open the blinds. Instead of the distant Eiffel Tower, I see a minaret directly in front of the opening. "Allahu Akbar," a metallic cry is heard from the speaker. But wait, I'm getting very confused. Where was I this morning as you were leaving the room? I asked myself and her. I don't know, Peđa. I wondered that too. We came to the room together after that farewell party last night in the hotel bar. But this morning, when I woke up, you were gone. Mila continues to speak as I turn around in disbelief and inspect the drawers and closets and the bathroom, the balcony of the chamber where we have spent the last 3 days. "At first I thought you were already up, that you were in the bathroom," she explains. "Afterwards I came down and hoped to find you with the group on the way out of the hotel. Where did you go, man? What happened?" she asks. And I remember that we have been together with Kontiki Travel Agency in Paris. Now Muezzin's loud chant is distracting me, preventing me from understanding what is going on. What's this canticle? The evening prayer? Where did this mosque come from? Where am I? How did I get here? "Well done, young man," Professor Neimeyer explains. "You did a great job with this experiment. Looks like everything is fine. Everything's according to the specs. Your contestants did not notice anything yet." "Thank you, Professor." Young Joffrey is proud. "Thank you. I'm trying my best. All according to your instructions. No, they seem to have no clue yet, I am happy to report." Good, good. What's next, young man? How are you going to lead these guinea pigs? What other hardships are you going to put them through? Nemarnier smiles. The large gray mustache bounces up and down in front of his tanned, chiseled face. The model female doesn't know anything, Geoffrey explains, while wiping his linen spectacles with the corner of his white lab coat. And the male, Peđa, he is expected to, I suspect, slowly begin to understand the situation and start looking for a solution. He is conditioned to solve rebuses and riddles, so he will probably succeed here as well. We'll see. We'll give him half a day more. We can always intervene and get everything back to normal. Yes, that is important. But don't rush the solution. Give them more time. Our viewers should also enjoy the show a little more. As you know, bets are also involved. The longer the game lasts and the uncertainty, the higher the stakes and the bigger the profits. Ah, yes, Geoffrey recalls. So, how are the odds at betting shops now? He suddenly remembers that his mother also invested a considerable money in this bet. Well, Nemarnier is flipping through brokerage pages on his mobile. Here it is. For now, the ratio is 4-1 in favor of our system. Clarifies Geoffrey for himself. It's 4-1 that Peđa will snap before solving the situation, or his time will run out. His flag will fall, to put it in chess terms. Those that invested against him and in favor of our experiment will be getting serious money, and we too with them. How did my mom bet? The waiter brings dinner into the room, and I don't ask him anything, thinking, who ordered the dinner? Who will pay for it? I am hungry and eat everything. Soon, watching some stupid series on Netflix, I fall asleep. I am awakened by a loud, rhythmic, and unpleasant cracking. There is, surprisingly, no window in my room. So I run out into the corridor. There, in the inner courtyard of the large building that looks like a monastery, I see a monk hitting a large, delicately chiseled plank with a wooden hammer with all his might. Clapper? I remember. Where did this come from? First Paris, then some mosque, and now this? Am I now in Hilandar? As I remember my visit to the holy monastery of Athos mountain in Greece a few years back, I tumbled down the wooden sneaky stairs to find another friar cleaning the corridor with a wet mop on a long stick. Excuse me, I don't know how to solve this situation now. I'm fidgeting in front of him. God helps, he tells me calmly and stops swinging the mop. He is still and looking at me in semi-darkness. The clapper stopped banging too. I don't know how I came here. I'm afraid to admit it. It's a bit strange. And everything is very embarrassing for me to bother you with that now. But do not hesitate, my child. The monk crosses me, leans the mop stick against a wall, and points to a side bench. I am Father Onofri, and I will try to help you. We sit down and continue to explain. Yesterday, I was in Paris. Then I woke up in some Arab country. And now, here I am, on Hilandar, right? I look at him questioningly as he nods. I cannot fathom what is happening to me. How do I fall asleep in one place and wake up in a different one, completely the other side of the planet? I feel like I'm babbling and I have to shut up. I don't expect the monk to have a simple solution for me, but I can't stop hoping. After all, he is a man of God. Lord moves in mysterious ways, Onofri is trying to comfort me. Welcome to our modest brotherhood. Let's go to dinner now. The clapper bell just invited us, and then we'll think about what to do next. Man makes bad judgments on an empty stomach. He takes me to the dining room. About 100 monks are already there, and we are sitting at the end of a very long timber bench. In front of everyone is a deep wooden plate with a spoon. And in the middle of the table, for every 5 to 6 monks, a bowl in which a fragrant broth is smoking. The abbot appears at the small altar at the far side of the hall and blesses the congregation with one large crossing gesture, announcing thus the beginning of dinner. We all begin to ladle the broth to each other and slurp. Although it seems that I had just recently finished that hotel dinner, I realize that I am hungry anew. I must have overslept again. What is happening to me? I keep wondering. After dinner, Onofrio and I walk towards my lodging, and he tells me about the miracles that are happening on Hilandar, about the unburnt icon that was salvaged, undamaged, from under the completely burned part of the monastery after the fire 20 years ago, about the deaf and mute boy that was healed by Father Kirillo, even though he had passed away a year earlier, about the baby that fell down the monastery ramparts in its cradle last spring. The cradle fell apart, but the baby was saved in the branches. However, I am most interested in my own current miracle. Where did I come from? How did I end up here? And what will happen next? This is all taking a little too long, Professor Nemarnier thinks to himself. 1st of April expires in a few hours, even in those last corners of the globe. This experiment, this science fiction April Fool's joke, must end soon. Geoffrey should intervene. It seems the male specimen is unable to solve the puzzle on his own. Professor! An excited Geoffrey runs into Nemarnier's office. Look! He shows his tutor the screen of his tablet. The male, Peđja, he seems to be catching on. Listen to what he said to a monk on Hilandar just a few minutes ago. Father Onofrio, it seems to be as if someone is playing with my consciousness. All this seems to be happening to me very quickly. I don't have an impression that much time really passes since I fall asleep in one place and wake up in a completely different one. Congratulations, Geoffrey. Nemarnier tries to remember how much he invested in the betting shop. I don't know if I should rejoice because of your potential success or regret possibly losing money at the bookies. He lets slip and regrets immediately. Well, Professor, I think the scientific importance of this experiment far outweighs its commercial effects. Geoffrey is confused by the uncertainty he seems to hear in Professor's voice. The ability to control human consciousness and destiny is, I hope you agree, far more important than the short-term financial gain of any individual, even our own institution. Certainly, young man, certainly. Nemarnier feels slightly uncomfortable. Let's just hope that your guinea pig manages to solve the task in the remaining few hours, because if the 1st of April passes and he doesn't voice the specific secret code words, he will be scientifically poorer, as will we. He is trying to iron out the impression the young colleague might have formed of him. And significantly richer, he continues to think for himself. After dinner, I felt sleepy again. I was still thinking about Onofrio's response to my previous remark that someone was playing with me. He said again, "The Lord moves in mysterious ways," and added, "He asked God, and ye shall be answered." I think I'll lay down a little, see where I can wake up next. While I'm dozing off, I'm thinking about how Mila and I went on this 3-day shopping spree to Paris, reviewing all that's happened to me since. And all I wanted was to make a joke. I am speaking aloud to myself now in my room to make her a surprise present for the 1st of April, to jolt her a bit when I shout, "April's Fools!" I open my eyes, and Mila is hovering over me and grinning. "If you only knew how you were raving in your sleep," she tells me. "Those few nightcap drinks last night didn't quite agree with you, did they?" She is giggling and pulling my sheets off. "Come on, darling. Get your butt out of the bed. The bus is waiting for us downstairs. We have to hurry to the airport. You know how far it is to Orly."